Hey, you DIY YouTubers out there, we're going to do a build on my uh, Move bumper here. It's a DIY bumper kit. I've got a little short video that I have a link for in the description of my first bumper build and its demise. So this is round two. So this is my Move bumper kit that I'm going to use. I went with this kit for a couple of reasons. One, place I used to work at, where I had access to a press brake and a shear, I no longer have that. So that takes care of, you can't bend without that. But you can still build it, but it's a lot harder. Second is, I got this is $5.50 to my door. You can get the base kit for like $3.95. Not much more than what the steel by itself would have cost me. You can get these in all kinds of options. I got this piece with the winch cut out in it, which makes this plate here 1/4 inch. This kit comes 3/16. But you can get the base unit or base bumper kit for like $3.95 plus $75 shipping and handling. It doesn't have this. It's all 3/16. The winch option also gives you these here heavier duty. You get them in the other ones, it's just not as heavy duty as these here. Third reason is they've done all the DIY stuff, all the R&D stuff. All I got to do is put it together. Makes my life a whole lot easier, and it's a whole lot cheaper than going to buy one. So, you know. But basically what you get in your kit, you got your middle section. Mine come with the bumper piece. Now, they do have the options to put a big light. I think it's 20 and 24-inch light bars, maybe different ones. Like you guys, I've watched a few YouTube videos before. I started building mine and read on the forums. I can't remember if it was a forum or a video, but a guy got the option of the winch with the light. The light would be cut off right here. Well, he found out that the winch and the light would take up the same real estate. So, do a little research. You know, it may be different on different model vehicles, but basically, you're not going to have enough room to put a winch in here and a light inside the bumper. You might be putting it on top, but probably not inside. These are your wings here. These little holes that come in here is for your lights. These are the brackets that come with the little lights. These pieces here will go on the sides. I'm going to show you, I'm going to put it together and have a whole part of it. These here are your mounting brackets. This one goes underneath. This one goes on top. This is all you get. The instructions do say that this is a DIY kit, so any reinforcement or strengthening is on the end user. Since I got the winch option, it comes with this winch plate to mount the winch. You also have many options of different bars. You have some come out here. You have the ranch hand style bars and some square bars. I also want to point out that this is going to be going onto a 1500, a half-ton truck. Us half-ton guys will also want to have real bumpers and not the toys the manufacturer gave us. And there's not many videos. I haven't seen any videos on half-tons, and very few write-ups. So hopefully this helps the fellow half-tonners out there. The second thing is that I have a body lift on my truck. So I will, when I show you how to put it on, I will show you the way to put it on if you didn't have the body lift, and then I will show you the things I will have to do to make it work, to raise it up those 3 inches to make it work with the body lift. Let's get started. All right, here we are in the front of the truck with the Move bumper install, build, however you want to call it. All right, put these 4 brackets on. This basically I'm going to show you what you would do if you didn't have a body lift. Now, I'll put my top brackets on, but they're loose enough so I can push them in and out and make some adjustments. Bottom brackets, there isn't any adjustments, a little up and down, back and forth, but I'm sure that's for variances in your own holes. Now, I just used the hardware basically from my my tow hooks that were here. Now, these pieces, this first bracket I'm going to use as just a support to set the bumper up there. These here you need to put where you want them. the L bend here can go on the inside, or you can put them on the outside. It probably won't make a difference, but if you have a winch, you've got 25 inches right here between these two pieces. So if you flip these over, they give you an extra ½ inch. Probably not a big difference, but something to think about if you do this. Now, these pieces here, I've got them up to set the bumper on, but they will flip over down on the insides. They don't do it on the outsides. But these can also have this on the inside or this on the outside, however you want to do that one as well. So, put this up, measure the mark to make my center. Got a center here. Eyeball it as best you can. You want to clamp it down, however you feel need to do it. Now, right here you got a good bit of space between this bracket and here. So then we got to scoot it back. So, So now I'm still not touching, and we have about 3½ inches, which I've got the body lift, so we can have that. We have about a ½ inch of play. So what you would have to do if this was yours, take those off. It would make it so much easier if you have somebody help you, but you'd probably have to pick it up a little bit and move it on back, and then come in here and tackle and figure out your way of mounting it. One of the things you definitely want to make sure that you do when you do this is find your center, mark your center. I've got it marked on here. And you can see we're already off a little bit, so we just have to push it over. But you can also find you some measure points, pull from here and here, and make sure you find your center. Now, this obviously ain't gonna work for me, so got to do a different plan of attack to make it work with a 3-inch body lift. Alright guys, just want to show y'all how I had to make it work with the 3-inch body lift. Basically the same system as using the upper mounts, except for setting the bumper on top of that. I had to set it on top of this to get my 3 inches to compensate for the body lift. Alright, I want to show you another difference that I had to do. I didn't have to do, I chose to do it. This is a mount that I'd made for the old bumper, which is made out of 4-inch C-channel, and I drilled a hole to go where the old one went. Now it didn't quite fit perfectly with this one here because it set on a flat surface on the old bumper, and this new one has got an angle. So what I had to do was I took a piece of 1/4x2 and ran down the sides to compensate, put a plate on the back. I'm probably going to put a plate on top here. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do. This plate here is actually the plate that was designed to be for the bottom, but it worked out perfectly when I put all this together because the links and all that changed, because this here was supposed to sit here, which would have been my bottom mount, instead of way back here. So all that parameters have changed. So this worked out good to be my top mount, and I'm probably going to run a plate between here and here and tie all this together, make one super solid piece. So that's why I haven't put the plate here yet, because I ain't quite decided for sure exactly what I'm going to do. Now I run this one here down. I did so I could run this one down when I brought my side plate on and tie them in to help make that a little stronger. Another side benefit of this plate here is I'm thinking this might be, if I have enough room when the side piece comes in, this might be a hell of a place to mount some train horns. Alright, I'm going to show you how easy it is to mount it now. Alright, I'm going to show you how basically it mounts up here now. This one goes here, slides right in. This one goes up here. Slides right on back. Slides into place. I get to use all my factory hardware. This is just a bolted held on to begin with. And your bolts that used to hold on your tow hook, that's what goes in here now. Alright, we got it all mounted up. Like I said, factory hardware. That's the bolts that used to go for your hook. Now I did have to, when I did this, I'd wind up putting a 1/2 inch nut back here because I couldn't find a metric bolt to match what went to it, because I mean all I have around here is low, so I had to go with that. I wanted to give y'all some measurements in case you wind up in the same situation I am, of where I put this from the distance from the truck. Now up here at the top, from this bracket, which is where your transmission cooler and the hood mounts to, that is 2 1/8 inches from here to the corner of it. To this joint right here, to the radiator support, is 10 1/16. To this one right here, from the radiator support, I'm sorry, this one, radiator support from here to here, is 10 1/16. That one ain't nothing. From here to your body mount support, that one is 12 3/16. Now when you come way down here on the bottom, the only thing I could find that was a standard point was anti-sway bar, and that was 22 1/4 inches. That's where I put it, so that my side piece would go up under here instead of stick out this far here. That's just how I want it. These are customizable the way you want. This piece, these things go together super well. All the joints fit up good. Hell, try to do this by yourself. If you got a buddy, it's gonna make your life so much better. I'm going to turn y'all off for a minute because I don't know how long it's going to take me to set this up, but y'all see, you know, basically get your corner set up and you tack it up. Put your cameras real close to me. I don't want to bump it moving around. Alright, I just want to show you guys, I got it tacked together, but I wanted to show y'all how well this kit goes together. Each of the bends line up real well. No fighting. I had a little press down there, you know, but the bends that they put into them line up with each other. A wing lined up beautifully. I got a couple of options. You can kind of move it around however you like. I got to where I wanted it. Tacked it in place. Now it's just time to weld most of it up. quite a few months since I've been done. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't get finished to it. As you can tell, the bumper's covered with love bugs. Been on here for months, probably about 6 months. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Few shortcomings. The lights. It may be because I'm higher up for the bumper view and the rear support's right there, but it is a bitch to get in here and tighten these up and move them. Matter of fact, the easiest thing to do really is to put them on before you put the bumper on. My other issue I had is, other people may not have this issue, but my winch is a Warren M12,000, one of the old big ones. And the winch plate would actually mount right here behind this. There's a set of holes right here that's oval. That's what those for, so you can put the bolt through. If I put them here, the winch is actually hitting the turning everything. The clutch release is actually hitting up here, so it wouldn't work. So I just figured I'd get a little sneaky and just kind of work it down some. And but by the time I got down to where this would reach here, I was into my radiator support. May not be an issue when you don't have a 3-inch body lift. May not be an issue with a smaller winch. The other issue is the plate that they sent me, the bolt holes from front to back fit, but it wasn't wide enough. And it wasn't wide enough for my cheap Harbor Freight winch I have on my other truck. So I don't know what pattern they used. I was going to cut it and bring it down. But that didn't work. So I'm either going to get a smaller winch. Actually, probably what I'm going to do is just cut me a 2-inch hole, put me a 2-inch here, cover this plate in, just make me a receiver winch. I'm not real sure. But other than that, blankets I made, it's a good bumper. But it's, you know, for the money, you can't beat it. Other than those shortcomings, I'm happy. Other people may not have those issues that I have. So that's just things that I wanted y'all to look for. So hopefully this helps y'all to put one together. Have fun.